You guys, I'm all about making sure that you guys are well off, making sure that you guys have complete information, or as complete as I can give it to you, or as complete as Source gives it to me to give to you. So yeah, you guys may visit other tarot readers in the future, watching other videos, maybe even going to a psychic. A psychic just came up in my mind right now, so maybe some of you guys may have to go to a psychic. I do feel like maybe some of you guys may have to look into your astrology, so if you guys want to book an astrology reading or a more in-depth tarot reading for you guys, then go ahead and visit my page on Facebook at Tarot and Astrology for All, and you'll be able to book your reading there as well. You can also mention something in the comments below about wanting a reading, and I will go ahead and link you guys to my Facebook page, or you guys can get a hold of me through Facebook Messenger. That's usually what I do, is I'll get on Facebook Messenger and I'll give you guys a call and I'll take your reading that way. You guys can do your payments through PayPal. I have my PayPal set up and it's down in the description link below too. So, alright, so here we go. We're going to start off with your relationship spread, and we're going to see what's going on in your relationships and get to the bottom of this. So, let's see. Universe, what do you have for Taurus for the month of May 2019 in terms of their relationships? Let's see. Universe, what do you have for their relationships for the month of May 2019? Taurus, 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 Taurus. Alright, so I do feel like some of you guys may not be... yeah, okay. Let's see. I have to draw other cards just to make sure that I'm getting... Okay, there's that Queen of Pentacles in the reverse again. Alright, so... Okay, so... Okay, let's see. Okay, Queen of... Okay, for the Six of Pentacles, I do feel like some... Okay. Okay, so... I do feel that either one of you are not able to move away from this. You guys have it on your minds. You guys just can't move away from it. It's just something that's holding you. It's got its chain on you with the Six of Wands, and you guys aren't able to move to clearer waters, or to calmer waters, I should say. The Queen of Wands in this type of spread is telling me that. That somebody's being deceitful, somebody's being malicious, maybe even displaying some type of jealousy, and this is all in the way that they act. This could be a result of passion, but I do feel that with the Queen of Wands in the reverse, that their darkest portions are coming out. This could be you, this could be them. Once again, I don't know just yet, but we will see here and what intuition tells me, and that type of thing. Now, I do feel that this person has low self-esteem, so I'm willing to bet that this side right here is you, and just simply because the Queen of Wands came out in the reverse as well in this reading. So, okay, so. Alright, the Queen of Wands also, one of the things to watch out for is that this person may be demanding and overbearing. Once again, that controlling factor, the forcefulness. This is what leads me to believe that this is you guys. Now, I do want to say that that you might actually be the one that's unfriendly. Wow. Now, okay. Now, the way that you're viewing this other person is the Queen of Pentacles. Obviously, you're looking at this other person as possibly wicked, or bad for you. You're looking at this other person as the reason for your poverty. That just kind of reinforces what the previous spread was saying about a drain on your finances or a drain on your energy and stuff like that. It's a drain on your resources. You view this person as a drain on your resources. However, I do feel like this person does have many options. I do feel like they have many options that are on their table. and maybe this is why it's draining your resources, because this other person might have a lot of things that they're trying to do, but they don't have a very, very specific idea of what they want. As Tauruses and as Earth signs, and this is also the reason why I'm led to believe that this is you, is because you have 2 Earth cards on this side. I'm led to believe that you view this person as how would I say? You have mistrust of this person. You don't fully trust them, and in turn, this person has way too many options that are on their table, and a lot of them might be illusions. But I do feel that to whatever extent, they're not trying to start anything new, because they have the Ace of Wands in the reverse for the way that they view the relationship. Maybe they're already looking out. They're looking out for various different choices that they have, but they're not ready to let go just yet, is what I'm getting with this. Now, because it's 6 and it's 7, I do feel that okay, this is how this is how I'm viewing it. They have many choices, but they're not ready to move yet. But once they're ready to move, they'll have their choices. They'll have their choices made. So basically, you'll see something like this happen. They'll figure out their choices, and then they'll be ready to move away. So in this situation, what I'm led to believe is that you have to start working for yourself now. Obviously, self-care portion of your main reading, and you got to focus on yourself now. Don't focus on this other person. Don't focus on whatever it is that you want to try to do with this person, or whatever you want to try to start with this person, because you have the King of Pentacles in the upright, and what the King of Pentacles is telling me is that you have you're entering or you're in a space of where you feel stable enough, obviously, to where you're not probably making too much of a how would I say? You're not making too much effort or progress towards a relationship. You may have already. You may have been the stability for this relationship, but they're not wanting to start anything new. They're not going to want to start anything new. They have way too many choices, and they're looking out at those choices instead of looking at you. However, you already notice this, and you already have that mistrust of them. This is asking you to really look at your situation and look at the common sense factor of it. So really look at what's going on and see it for what it is. See it for what it is, because I have a feeling that you guys are not seeing it for what it is, and you guys are allowing these inner emotions that are crowding your heart and your mind to really put out your persona, when we know that that's not your persona. It's not what causes your persona to express itself. We know that the self-worth, and we know that this hurt to your self-worth is what's causing you to act the way that you're acting, to act unfriendly and stuff like that. So really do take a look at that. I want to go, see, one of the things that's gonna help you out here in this instance is releasing yourself from these chains. Now, I do feel that the more evil sides of this person here, you could be dealing with the Capricorn, but overall, this energy here, they're very, very malicious about it. They're very evil. Their intent is evil, and for some of you guys, I do feel like you guys will be acting rather unfriendly towards this energy, and this is actually what's going to help you to be able to separate from it. Now, I do feel that what's helping you is that this is a soulmate connection. So the way that you go about this relationship is it's based on a choice. You guys are going to have to make a choice based on wisdom. This is an emotional choice, obviously, because of the cups. But you do know that you guys are going to have to break away from this evil influence that you guys have on you. I do feel that to whatever extent, with the Queen of Wands in the reverse and the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, you guys are you guys are going to be getting, or you guys are going to have to get rid of this energy here in some way, shape, or form. Now, I do feel that with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, that you guys, I do feel it's not going to be a lack of status, as I was mentioning before. It's a lack of common sense. You guys are not viewing this with the common sense that is normally afforded to an Earth sign, which is kind of putting you guys out of your element, right? Is that why you guys are feeling? Is that why you guys are feeling, out of touch and out of balance in your emotions? I do feel like one of the things to watch out for, though, in terms of this relationship, is acting ignorant. Is acting. It's acting ignorant to the sense to where, how would I say? It's like thinking that this situation is going to be one of those situations that turns out to be for the better. It's one of those things that you guys are going to have to watch out for. Like, you guys might be fooling yourselves. So really, really take a look at the situation. With the Hangman in the reverse, I do feel like this is an important card. This is the energy that's influencing you. And if I go to the Hangman, I do feel like some of you guys may be dealing with this up until the fall season. I do feel like maybe some of you guys experienced this type of deal in the fall season, and you guys are finally getting to the bottom of it and getting over it. But with the Hangman is all about seeing things from a different perspective. So once again, getting out of that ignorant mindset, getting out of that idea, that stubborn mindset, that idea that you know everything, or that you see everything, or that you don't see everything, that you don't see a way out. You guys need to get out of that mindset. You guys need to see things from a different perspective. You guys may need to hang yourselves upside down for a second so that you can see the world in a different way. And this talks about delays. So in terms of this person leaving, I do feel like there's going to be a delay in this person leaving. This person's not going to be able to leave yet, but once they do, all of these cards will flip around. The Six of Swords will flip around in the upright, means that they're going off on a voyage. The Seven of Cups will turn into the upside down, which means that they have their choices outlined for them, and they know what they're going to do. And this Ace of Wands is going to turn right side up, but for somebody else. They're going to put their energy, their effort, their passion into this other person, as opposed to putting it into you. Now, I do feel that if for whatever reason this soulmate reunion or soulmate connection that you have going on with this person does take on a turn and starts to take on a more positive aspect, then I do feel like maybe you guys will have the ability to renew this relationship and to bring stability to it, or you'd be able to bring stability to it. But I do feel that for some of you guys, this does mean the end, just not yet. Now, with the Six of Cups, you guys will be reminiscing upon these good times. I do feel that as a card that comes in at the end, you guys are going to be reminiscing upon the times that you had. You guys will be reminiscing upon those intimate moments that you guys have had. You guys may be having secrets revealed to you, so do pay attention to that. I do feel like you guys are going to have some type of ability to really look back on your situation. Don't relive it, as I said. This sometimes is a card of reliving the past, but don't relive the past. Just look back at it, see all the good times that you got from it, all of the lessons that you learned from it, and then move forward. Because that's one of the things that you're going to have to do in order to be able to get over this situation. Now, I do feel that in your relationships, you guys are going to be a little bit less defensive, especially once you guys learn this situation and you guys learn whatever's going on in the relationship here. But you guys are going to be less defensive. or you guys are going to appear less defensive, because this is a stage card. So it could be an act that you're less defensive, but really you have your walls really up high. So I do hope that you guys take a look at your relationship, take a look and see where this is happening, because that'll give you a clue, and your intuition will let you know right away whether it's this person or whether it's that person that's causing all this stuff to take place. Now, I want to go ahead and take a look on my phone here to see where I can get a you know what? I feel like the universe is telling me that instead of a financial spread, I do feel like you guys need a spiritual growth spread, because you guys are on a personal journey. You guys are in the realm of working on yourselves. And I do feel that maybe this career spread would be much better as a mid-month, or maybe even going into the next month, because first you got to get those emotions and that emotional factor under wraps and under check before you guys can interact with other people. Because, you know, when it comes to verbal language, it only makes up anywhere between 7 to 10%, or I think it's 7 to 20% of our language. The rest of it, you know, 80 to 93% of our language is body language. So, and body language is the hardest to keep track of, because we don't really pay attention to it, but yet our body just acts. It just acts, and it doesn't really think about it. And these are all things that come from the heart, because the heart does not really need anything else other than what it feels in order to operate. So really think about how you portray yourself, how you put yourself out. You know, for those of you who have a Taurus sun, moon, Venus, or rising, you know, this is connected to your self-worth. And of course, with Uranus transiting Taurus, if you have any of the planets in there, if you have, say, Venus conjunct Uranus, then you're going to have the ability to find love and the ability to make money, especially with Taurus. Especially with Venus in its own sign and the Sun in its own sign. Or the Sun in Taurus, to be able to make, or to be able to come up with new opportunities to make money. Alright, now let's see, what was that spread that I was using before? This is weird. Okay, you know what? I'll use this spread. No, it doesn't feel right. Okay. Okay. So we'll go with the divine message spread. That, for whatever reason, I feel that this is what you guys need. Now, we'll go ahead and shuffle it, and then we'll do this, and we'll get through this as quickly as possible so that I can give you guys' advice, so you guys don't have to look at 3 videos in order to gain all this information. Right now, my phone is being retarded, but hopefully that's going to change here in the near future. Getting a computer or getting a phone of some sort or something like that. And also, the idea is that I want that I want to get more subscribers so that I can do these things live on my phone, as opposed to having to deal with pre-recordings and stuff like that. So, all right, let's see. So, your life path, your destiny number. Okay, see. You have the King of Pentacles there too. Okay. I'm just going to lay these out because I've never done this before. So I want to see if maybe any messages come in from the divine. And that they allow me to see what's going on. Alright. Alright, so according to this spread, your life path is a path of, you know, putting your ships out, putting your resources out, putting yourself out, and planning for the future. Now, when it comes to the Three of Wands, the Wand suit, it deals with your passion. It deals with your ability to plan for the future, but also to keep track of whatever it is that you guys are putting out. Now, as a life path, the life path of 3, it's all about communication. I mean, it's all about cooperation. It's all about growth. It's all about creativity. It's about working together. So, in your life path, it is destined for you to be in a group, to start working together with other people and things of that nature. Now, as a destiny number, I feel that since the King of Pentacles does not have a number per se, I do feel that with the number of 10, as any other cards are in terms of court cards, I do feel that you guys will be reaching some sort of completion. This is a physical completion. This is an abundance, a completion of abundance. Look at, you have the same thing here, and you got the same thing here with these cards. It's all about growth. It's all about expansion. It's all about abundance. So I do feel that in your destiny, you have abundance coming towards you, and this is complete abundance on the physical level. I do want to say that to align yourself with your life path, you guys have to reach a mutual agreement. You guys have to really go into your minds and say, what do I want to do? Do I want to win? Or do I want to reach a mutual agreement with the people around me? Usually reaching a mutual agreement with the people around you allows you to be able to work better with them in order to be able to really be able to set yourself on a path for success. Now, I do feel that with the 5, that this is a change that's necessary. This is a positive change. And also, the source of support on your path is going to be yourself. It's going to be your own accomplishments. Look back on your life. Look back on the last, let's say, 5 years, since 5 seems to be a significant number. And also, look back on 10 years. See where you were 10 years before. See where you are 10 years, or see where you are now. Take a look back at where you were 5 years ago, and then really take a look at what's going on now, because that's what's going to help you gain that self-confidence that you need to turn that 9 of Pentacles into the upright. Now, I do have to say that your overall mission here on Earth is to have that abundance. As Taurus, you guys are in charge of finances. Ooh, and I just got goosebumps again. You guys are all about finances. Your mission here on this planet, in terms of the Taurus theme, is to gain that advantage in finances for the sake of others. Well, not really for the sake of others, but really for the sake of your own self-worth. But also, if you have Taurus in, say, the 11th house, then it's for other people. If you have it in 10th house, it's for your well-being in your social status and things of that nature, which could go back to the previous reading too. But I do feel that you guys, to some extent, are destined for greatness. You guys are destined for a lot of abundance, a lot of money, a lot of financial gains and stuff like that. If there's anybody that can reach that financial gain aside from Capricorns and Virgos, it would be Taurus. You guys are all about money. You guys are all about currency. You guys are all about that, with Venus being your ruler. And also, since Venus came out in the Empress card in your guys' last card for the first spread, that I do feel like this is growth, not just on the emotional level and on the mental level, but this is overall growth. Overall growth. So really pay attention to that message. Sorry guys, my palm got itchy, so this is something that you guys might want to do too. If you guys get itchy palms, go ahead and close your palm wherever that itch is, and really focus, put your intent on whatever it is that you want, and just repeat it over and over and over and over again. Sometimes I repeat it about 10 times, sometimes I repeat it less. Sometimes I repeat several things so that it gets spread out into various different portions of my life. And you know, it does seem to work. The whole superstition behind like not scratching your palm or whatever, it does work. It actually does work to like attract different things into your life. Okay, going beyond that, a talent that you should develop now is learning how to stop things when it's necessary. Learning how to put a halt to certain things. I do feel like putting a halt to this current relationship that's harming you is something that you need to. Is a talent that you should develop now. And this is a perfect time for you to develop this talent because, as Tauruses, you guys are much for the welfare of others. You guys like making the resources because not only does it help your self-worth, but it also helps your self-image, and that's what's really the big thing about any Taurus. However, I do feel like you guys need to bring a stop, or you guys need to put a stop to certain things that are going on in your life now. That's one of the soul messages that's being given to you today. Now, I do feel that with the Five of Wands as something to avoid, it's telling you to avoid conflict. It's asking you to avoid, whacking other people with sticks. It's asking you to avoid having to put yourself into competition. Now, with Uranus and Taurus, putting yourself out how you are, I do feel that you guys may not have too much competition for some. For others, I do feel like others are going to try to go up against it. But I do feel that something to avoid is that conflict that comes along with it. You guys just don't need it in your lives right now. Also, with the Queen of Swords in the reverse, I do feel like you guys are going to have to deal with some bigotry from other people. You guys are going to have to deal with some malicious thoughts, especially from that significant other, right? And I do feel that to whatever extent you guys will have like nasty language coming your way. I do feel like you guys are going to have to say it how it is. You guys are going to have to put that sword down. You guys are going to have to be firm with these people that you're dealing with. Be tolerant of them. Be severe, but be tolerant of them. And really, really take that into account when you're dealing with these people. Now, I also do feel that either you or these other people are going to be rude to you. You might have to be rude back. You might have to be rude back. It's not that you're playing off of your emotions. Now, when you listen to this information, you'll be playing off of your logic or your intellect about what you know, about what you see, about what you hear, not just about what you feel, but everything else. You reach a whole complete picture of how you're supposed to do this. So, yeah, actually, I like this spread. I might actually use it for others that may need it in the future. But I do feel like you guys will have to put a stop. You guys will have to put a stop to this. You guys will have to put a stop to the fighting. So, take it how it resonates. If it doesn't, check it. Now, I'm going to go ahead and go with your advice. Now, if your advice mirrors the same thing, well, then I'll just be sounding like a broken record. And I'll just be saying the same things over and over and over again that I've been saying this whole time for the last like almost 60 minutes now that I can think about it. Because your other previous reading was about 33 minutes, and this one's going to be about 33 minutes too. Now, this is good that I can actually get all of this in 2 videos because I'm making some great time. This is not something that I'm normally able to do. And sometimes, if you ask Pisces, they have their last videos broken up into 3. So this is actually good. I'm gonna have to go through this advice very, very quickly because I feel that I only have about 4 minutes to do so before this video cuts off. So let's get to it. Advice for Taurus for the month of May 2019. Source, what do you have for Taurus for the month of May 2019? Alright, so yeah, right now there's not going to be a new love or any new beginnings in love. However, you do have that in your near future. You have the Ace of Cups in the reverse, so you're not going to receive any downloads just yet, but be on the lookout for them because they will be coming very soon. Also, yeah, you're not advised to work in groups. You're definitely going to have to work by yourself, for yourself, and work for self-mastery. I do feel that, yeah, see, this is not going to take very long. With the Hangman in the upright, it'll take a while. With the Hangman in the reverse, it's not going to take very long. You guys will probably reach a state of self-mastery very soon. And if not, then the ability to work on yourself will be presented to you soon enough. But I do feel like for now, you guys will be looking at things the way you've been looking at them before, from your own perspective, not really looking at it from the perspective of other people. But I do advise that you guys do look at things from a different perspective. Also, with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, I do feel that to whatever extent some of you guys might be dealing with these wicked people that are around you, or these malicious people that are around you. Some of you guys may have to deal with a little bit of poverty. Some of you guys will be having to deal with failure, just for now. I do feel that some of you guys are going to be fearful of your situations at the moment, but I do feel that you guys are going to be coming to a certain conclusion, to a certain mastery of yourselves, and you guys will be tossing this fear out of the way and being stable like a Taurus ship. Now, I do feel that with the world in the upright, coming onto the Ace of Cups in the reverse, you guys are nearing the end of a cycle. You guys, and here you guys are. Look at, you guys are right there. You guys are ending this cycle, and you guys are beginning a new one. So don't let this new cycle lag on. Really come to this new perspective, reach a point of self-mastery, and allow yourselves to begin this new cycle. See, you guys are realizing that the universe is sending you something, it's sending you this cup, but you guys are realizing that it's sending you this cup because you guys have to work on yourselves, and you guys know that you have to work on yourselves, so that's good. Now, 3131 just popped up. That might be something significant, and it popped up just as the Ace of Swords was coming out. So, I don't know if 3131 means something to you, or the number 31, or maybe even 4, since 3 plus 1 is 4. But I do feel like you guys will have some type of breakthroughs, maybe something having to do with moving forward, as well as the creativity and something having to do with groups and stuff like that. So pay attention for that. Do keep a lookout for that, and take that advice as it resonates. If it doesn't, chuck it. But you guys will have some immediate breakthroughs coming through real soon, since it came through right underneath the Hangman in the reverse. And you guys will have some fighting, some bickering going on. You guys may have some fighting that you have to get over. And this is going to cause a little bit of instability, but I do feel like this fighting is going to cause the changes that are necessary in your life, and that are necessary in order to move you from this past cycle and move you on into the next cycle. Because where something ends, something else begins. Now, with the Queen of Swords in the reverse, once more, you guys are going to have to be stern about this. You guys will have to say whatever it is you have to say. You guys will have to put it like it is. And you guys will have to make sure that you guys don't appear too arrogant, but that you guys do put out how you feel, because that is necessary. Real quick before this ends, I would like to say that if this message resonated with you, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe once more. Go ahead and press the notification bell once you subscribe, down and right next to it. And until then, I will see you guys with the mid-month reading for Taurus, and I hope you guys have fun. If I have any extra ones, I'll be putting them out as well. But until then, this is David with Tarot and Astrology for All, and I will see you guys on your next reading.